And we are live, boys and girls. Welcome to another ironic HumpDay Hangouts.
Hey.
Hello.
So we got with us so far today, we've got Wilf Moto, fellow Canadian, East Coast blogger, and we've got as well tonight Driving Moccasins with us from Oklahoma.
What's going on?
How goes it?
This is it. Hanging out.
So yeah, we were actually just talking about something. We were talking about actually dual vlogs. I want to talk more about that. I haven't done a dual vlog yet. I'm actually just getting a Senna soon, hopefully. So I'm hoping to set one up.
Yeah, the dual vlogs are a lot of fun. And even if you don't dual vlog, I recommend getting a Senna or some sort of communication device, because one of my buddies, he's not a motovlogger, but he has a Senna. Well, we both have Sennas, and just chit-chatting while you're riding, it's a whole nother level. It adds to your ride, in my opinion.
Well, we have quite a few. Like we do a lot of larger sort of large-ish group rides. Like anything above three or so, I consider a lot.
Sure.
And the few guys that have Sennas are always seem like they're having a great time. Usually, probably at our expense. And I'm always like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?"
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's worth having. And what's nice about the new Sennas, so I have a Senna 20S, which I think is their top model, but the reason I bought it was because of all the features. You can have it connect Bluetooth to your GoPro and all that. Obviously, you have to buy extra pieces to do that, but then you could get the voice from your Senna device and all the voices coming through it onto your GoPro video, which is nice. Because normally you would just have a mic inside your helmet, so you're only recording your voice, not everyone else's. But with the Senna 20S, you can record everybody's. Now, that being said, it's only worked once for me. The other time I did it, for whatever reason, it didn't work. I still haven't had a chance to troubleshoot it, because I need somebody with another Senna, and my other buddy's away for work, so I haven't been able to test it. But I've only had it work once.
But you know what I wonder? I had like a shittier helmet previously, and it had the same like speakers in the helmet. And when I listened to music, my mic would pick it up in vlogs all the time. So that's not the case with Senna.
Your mic, I mean, it's going to be based off of your the mic setup, right?
So if
So
I place the mic in the cheek pad near that, like halfway towards that
it'll probably
ear
pick it up.
speaker, yeah, but it won't be obviously as great as having that direct feed.
It'll be
'Cause
muffled.
I'm not a GoPro guy. I just got the new Sony AS200V,
Yeah, I saw that.
and I honestly the footage it's same 1080 60, but it's better 1080 60, and the night vision already I'm noticing or the night I guess the night quality it is improved, but yeah, I was hoping that I can still pull up just audio off that speaker if I crank up the volume enough to actually pick up sort of ambient speaker in headphone speaker volume to get that quality.
Yeah, it's gonna be something you're gonna have to test. I forgot that you're not a GoPro guy. Sorry about that. But yeah, so you'll have to test that out by putting the your microphone for your Sony really close to your earpiece and see if it'll pick up you and what's coming out of your speaker.
Well, that's like the two big sort of pluses for GoPro that I can't deny is the one is the charging on the go, which Sony doesn't have that option, so you can be charging as you're recording.
Hmm.
Although if you're doing that, you can't hook up the microphone apparently, right?
Well, that normally yes, but EN187 has a device that I don't think he made it,
Oh,
but
shameless plug. I want some royalties.
yeah. So anyways, it's like $40 or whatever, but it allows us to plug our GoPros into a USB power source. So like those things that you can get to portable battery to charge your iPhone or your phones with. So you run a cable. His cable will run from your GoPro to the power source, and then it frees up the mic port, which is also your normal charging port. So it's pretty neat. It's on EN187's website for any other motovloggers. I did a quick little review if you wanted to watch on my real life, the single real life vlog that I did. It's a quick little overview of it if you wanted to check it out. But you don't
Yeah,
have a GoPro, so
you've got moderators, so you can plop that in the side chat if you'd like. I'm sure
I,
there's chat.
I try not to spam your chats anymore. I think I did enough back in the day. So,
Yeah, you got a lot of that in actually. You got.
I'm
I
gonna-
still, I'm still pretty easy-going with the mod, though. Not a problem.
But I'm trying to hold back. But in terms of this discussion, I'll link this little video and EN187's website just so everyone knows what we're talking about.
So we have
Speaking of
Gladius
incentives.
John join us.
Yep. Is this thing coming in any good at all?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not 100%, but it's not bad.
Gotcha. This is actually the Senna in my helmet, and I'm connected Bluetooth on my phone. I couldn't get the PC to pair, I guess, so that's what I'm working with today.
Sounds pretty good.
So you're wearing your helmet right now.
Yeah, unfortunately. I feel like a goof, but whatever.
I do it all the time, man. I sit around the house all the time with my helmet. I just think it's so cool. I can't help it, man. What are you running, Gladius, as far as cam and audio? So you obviously have the Senna, the 20S.
I have the SMH10 Senna, and I have a, I guess for audio camera, I have GoPro Hero 4 Silver, and then I just have a cheap generic mic, you know.
Yeah, I went that route too, and it's pretty decent for vlogging anyway. And what about driving moccasins? What's your setup right now?
I got a GoPro Hero 4 Black, and I'm just using some cheap Chinese knockoff mic from eBay.
You guys got high end, man. You're like high end. You're too high end for this chat. Shit, man.
No, not
Some fucking hardware.
I already had the GoPro before I even got into motovlogging. I used it for disc golf and just a bunch of my shenanigans, and then I got a bike, and I was like, well, hey, let's join the crowd.
But yeah, I noticed moccasins. You've had some pretty successful hangouts. You got a couple of big names join your hangouts already. So
Yeah.
you're doing something right.
I was really shocked. What was it? 2 weeks ago, Motornosity he got in the side chat, and I guess he was busy editing and whatnot. And then last Thursday, he joined in and hung out with us for maybe about an hour or so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. He's a pretty down to earth guy.
Yeah, I used to watch his vlogs back a while back, like pretty much before I started, like back in April. But to date, I think a lot of his stuff is no longer like motovlogging. He does a lot of like the real life stuff, which I'm not crazy about personally. But
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of content. I know he's got a lot of videos up, and I know his gaming is pretty huge right now.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of his real life vlogs. He does a little bit of off roading with his Jeep, so that kind of caught my attention a little bit. But I usually don't watch the real life stuff either.
So I gotta say, looking at that fucking sweet motorcycle of yours, how you liking that ride, man? That thing looks great in blue.
Oh, dude, I love it. It's when I was recently riding in Mexico, man, I was in sixth gear, just did a little sixth gear roll on, and I was at like 110 before I even knew it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's got torque for days.
Oh yeah, and I mean, we did. As soon as I got it from the dealership, I made the mistake of showing up with, half the squad I usually ride with. So let's just say that the break-in wasn't exactly soft.
Right.
And it was amazing right off. I could be like in pretty high gears, and a lot of the guys that had ridden with me on the 500, I mean, they were just on a roll, like just rolling it on in sixth or fifth. I could pretty much keep up with the pack, no problem. It's a pretty sweet ride.
Yeah, I'm about to drop mine off Friday for its first 400-mile service, so I'm kind of bummed because we're supposed to have nice weather on Friday.
How
Yeah,
long
it's
is the
not
weather?
supposed to be bad yet.
How long is the service going to take, though?
Well, I mean, I have to work all day, but I'm not going to be able to pick it up till Saturday because I get off work by the time they close.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah. I might
Could
try
you
to
arrange like, do you have more than one key?
Yeah, I have more than one key, so I was thinking about having one of my buddies go pick it up before they close.
Yeah, or you can pick it up, like have them leave it outside somewhere in it.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
If you're willing. I don't know how shady it is there or not, but you know what I mean. There's always options.
Yeah, I know it's pretty shady in my part of Oklahoma. But,
Shady.
You might not want to do this then.
but yeah, I mean, bike theft really isn't. It's not really high on the list of problems out here. I mean, there's a guy who lives a couple doors down. He leaves his. What does he have? Ninja 300. I mean, he leaves it outside all the time. And I mean,
I
it's
don't know how people do that. That just stresses me out. Just like I'll ride around sometimes around the city, and I see guys that have them parked like on like literally on the edge of the sidewalk on major roads, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
man, I'd be like literally sleeping with my face to the glass, looking out the window. It'd be so
man. Like you can, if you look through some of my Instagram pictures, I've actually pulled it into my apartment because I don't want to leave it outside.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go there. I'm really tempted to go. But the problem is I'll probably end up rev bombing it and pissing off my tenants that live downstairs. But I'm gonna see actually if I can get this clip here. It sounds.
Oh,
That
how do
thing,
you
honestly.
exhaust?
Oh man, I mean, honestly, I did a few hour rides already on her, and the weather hasn't been great. But I was out like all night last night, just finding every tunnel in the city to put together a compilation rev bomb sort of vid, and I'm laughing and giggling like a little kid, man. I was telling you, my ears hurt after those 3 hours, but fuck, it's worth it. It's
For sure.
That thing sputters like crazy. I got this sweet spot on the D-cell now when you downshift, where if I just open the throttle a tiny bit, it sputters for days, man. And I think the blue flames the whole way.
Oh yeah, man, those fireballs were crazy.
I'm noticing gas mileage already, though. I think I've lost like 100 kilometers a tank.
Oh wow.
You might want to get it tuned if that's the case, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at. I mean, I'm not expecting much more riding, but I figure the really cold temperatures are probably helping with the fireballs as well right now.
Definitely.
I'm getting a lot of cold air pulled in.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the K&N or the DNA air filter.
Yep.
But from what I've seen, it's like you got to take fairings and gas tank off to fucking get the filter in.
Oh yeah, it's yes.
Is that gas tank? Is your gas tank like a gas tank and then a cover on top? Like
No, it's a tank on a
CBRs?
hinge. It's the whole tank itself.
Okay, the whole tank. So it's like my bike. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's definitely more than one person kind of job. You don't want to be doing.
I'm not looking for it. Well, I think it's in the videos I've seen, it's actually hinged, and guys have just like pulled it back and just bungee it to the tail, and it'll stay up.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's actually fairly convenient, but you got to literally get side fairings and some of the top side fairings off to get at the bolts to get the cover where this fucking filter.
That's like my bike. Anytime I want to do something, I have to disassemble the entire Ducati just to get one bolt.
I just find that like every body clip is like a nightmare trying to get it off for one, and then getting it back in without fucking breaking all those things. It's like fuck, you get so stressed out.
Well, I mean, what you can do is like anything. You just if you have trouble getting it in, you just spit on it a little bit, and then it should just slide right in.
Yeah, I like to do it dry. It's a little more effect. K-Dub, what's going on?
Yo.
What up,
K-Dub? Are you on the road again?
Yep, I'm going to work.
When is he not on the road?
He's always on the road, this guy.
He's going to work. That's pretty awesome that you join us.
That's what I do.
When you're on the road.
About it.
So technically, you're getting paid once you get to work. You're going to be paid to be in this hangout.
Yeah, I'm already being paid. Like, I get paid from the moment I leave my house.
So ironic. I think you're going to have to start paying us.
I don't know, man. I mean, if the merchandising pays off, I can maybe look at some deal with you guys. But until then, I'm definitely not netting enough to do that.
What's
Informal,
up,
welcome.
Hey, Informal.
What is up?
What's going on, dude?
So yeah, we were talking Senna. Oh, another one coming home from work?
Yeah, coming home from work. And then I fell the fuck asleep.
At work?
I was supposed to be here at the start. I was gonna watch your hangout, and then I fell the fuck asleep.
Yeah, I crashed.
Just got up.
I crashed too, and then I fell behind on a shit ton of stuff. So mine always start late now because of me. I'll just blame Wilf if I'll say we're waiting on Wilf the whole time.
I was the first one in here. I'm the
good.
only one
That
on
sounds
time.
For some reason, I thought it started at like in 10 minutes from now. I don't know what I was thinking.
time zone difficulty?
I'm thinking. I think Toronto is Eastern Standard Time. I never know the fucking time zones.
It is. Toronto is Eastern Standard Time.
And I got a whole bunch of like UK, New Zealand, and I always send the invites out there, and they're all like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Time zone problems. Can't do it.
Well, Yo-Yo's in the side chat I saw a few moments ago.
Yeah, she's usually in the side, but she never wants to hop in because she's always ready to ride, right?
Yeah, she's about to go for a ride.
Yeah, like all I see is her track day posts all the time. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you should be.
Fuck, man.
So we're gonna bring your new 650 to a track.
You know what? I may do that. I'm thinking of taking the advanced rider course here, and then once I do that, I think I'll definitely track it after that. It's a matter of the cost because I don't think it's cheap.
It depends where, and it depends which track. I was doing a little research on the tracks in Toronto because I want to bring the Ducati up to Toronto. Obviously, meet a whole bunch of you guys there, and then also do a track school at one of the tracks.
Or you're not going to roll through like incognito, like another famous motovlogger?
My bike is anything except incognito.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess. Well, there's a few Ducatis around here. That's
true. But no, I want to come and meet you guys, right? I've talked to a lot of you quite a bit and kind of became friends with a lot of you. And being here on the far East Coast all alone it's lonely, so.
Yeah, you mentioned, I put on Instagram how I'd like to do, I'm going to start off doing a weekly sort of feature of Toronto vloggers because there's so many of us here in our group.
Right.
And just to sort of get everybody to know who the squad is, who the group is. And it was funny when you posted, you're going to post one, and that's your squad.
It's just me. I'm a squad of one for motovloggers in Nova Scotia, Canada.
What about Gladius? What are you? Do you do a lot of group rides out your way?
Every now and again when I can get the chance. The guys I ride with, they got families and stuff, so it's kind of tough to get everybody together, but when we can, for sure.
Yeah, that whole hashtag married life business, I've never been one for that, but all the guys that have that, they're always on the phone with their wives when you're trying to get them out.
Yeah, no kidding. That is actually kind of a problem when you're out, so...
Yeah, they're always the ones, about midnight where they're on the phone and you just hear them arguing off to the side somewhere, and it's like, fuck, he's got to go home.
Yep, that's pretty much the sign.
What about, I know Driving Moccasins got a bit of a group going out his way as well.
Well, all of mine are kind of spread out between Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas. Like one guy that's in my group, Crankshaft, he just made a 6-hour drive to come ride with me on Monday for like 6 hours or 7 hours worth of riding.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's no one that rides around my part of town, so I'm pretty much a solo rider all the time.
I'm mainly in a group.
Do what?
Where are you driving?
I'm in Lawton, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm usually in a group whenever I go ride. I got a few guys on supermotos we go tear shit up with.
Yeah, our supermoto boys are always trouble, man. Always trouble. I gotta say, I'm super jealous. I love the idea of literally going anywhere, anytime. Like every time we're on group rides, and there's usually one or two supermotos at least in the group, and you can see them point out those dirt roads, and I'm thinking, fuck, man, if it was all supermoto, we'd be there. We'd be going.
Oh, yeah. And so, here's traffic. Well, cut across this curb.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to take the park.
But I do also see all the supermoto guys here, and every supermoto video I've ever seen, there's a lot of crashing involved, a lot of falling involved.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I'd handle that. I'm not big on pain.
Well, don't get a supermoto because I crash at least once a weekend.
That's
yeah. Every other time I go out, the bike's going down, so it kind of comes with the territory.
Oh, yeah, and if you don't go down, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Well, because I figure you're giving it 110 the whole way. Like it's.
Yeah. It catches up to you, but that's the only way you get better.
So I guess that's why you stick to mud and versus I guess mud is softer to fall on than asphalt. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, but then you got the trees and the whatnot, so
Sure.
they don't really move well.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Well, the baby ones sometimes move.
Taken out a few with my body before.
Damn. So we were
It's all part of
talking.
the territory.
We were talking the Senna 20S, so I thought I had a bit of a deal. I bought a Senna 20S off of actually another motovlogger in the States, and
Oh,
it
did
would
you
have,
get goats?
yeah. So it would have
Nice.
saved me, like it would have saved me a few bucks, I thought, over retail here, even with the exchange. It was like, I mean, U.S. to Canadian is ridiculous.
I priced it out. It would have saved you because I had first dibs on it.
Yeah.
It would have saved about $80, I think, or $100, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, about almost $100. So I got a notice. I crashed out earlier on the couch, and I guess UPS came by the door and put a sticker on the door, and there's $117 duty fees on it. I got to fucking pay.
What?
Yeah, like what the fuck? I've already paid the full amounts, and we paid shipping. So anyway, I'm working it out. I'm gonna give them a shout and see what the fuck's going on. But
You should tell them that it's a used product and it's your buddy just sending
no,
it to you.
and I even noticed that he posted, which is how like I buy a lot of shit off AliExpress.
Yeah.
And what they usually do is they put value 0 or 10 cents, and they put
Right.
gift.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what was done. Like Goat posted gift on it.
Right.
And it's amazing. Like, and that's exactly why we're so fucked over here in Canada, because everything that you guys can get down in the States, we have to pay like $100 more minimum plus the exchange rate to fucking get that part up here.
That's shit.
That sucks.
Yeah, I got to start me like a motorcycle parts store or something, man. That'll make me some money.
Start making a killing.
Yeah,
It's
we're pretty
ridiculous.
screwed up in Canada, and our dollar is getting worse, which doesn't help.
So is that
I
only?
think,
Is that
I
only?
think ours is on the back barrel.
What's that? Sorry?
Is that only for stuff like going to Canada, or would it be the same if I bought something up there and had it shipped to the States?
I think it's both ways. I'm assuming these are customs charges. I mean, hilarious because as long as I've been alive, they talk about free trade, right? America and Canada, it's free trade. It doesn't fucking feel free.
It's definitely not free.
$117 ain't free. I mean, mind you, that's like 50 American, but still.
And that's not even like, and normally the duty is on average 15%. So it's kind of like tax,
that's
right?
why I'm going to call them. When I call, I'm going to say, look, that's they don't know how much I've paid. I'm going to say that's fucking double what I've paid as far as they know.
No, you should
It's
tell them you didn't pay
ridiculous.
anything. It's a gift from your buddy in the States. He used it and he's not using it anymore, so he sent it to me.
It's insane. I have no idea. I've seen the odd like $40-$50 when you ship through like DHL, I guess they're called,
Yeah.
like that express shipping.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that kind of duty. Yeah, I guess duty is getting a good response in the side chat because we're saying duty all the time. Customs charges.
So I guess sorry but not sorry that I passed on the the new Senna, Goatfather Senna.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you say you wouldn't have saved $100. I'll tell you that much. We'll see how it goes. I'm really not inclined to pay it. I'm gonna find some way around this shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just doesn't seem right to me.
No, it's definitely not right. Like even like you could even tell them like brand new this device would cost X amount, and 117 is way more than any taxes.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't know where they're coming from.
Can you fight that?
I don't know. I'm just going to ask them to review it to see. I mean, at this point, yeah, it's in their possession here. So, I mean, it's paid for by me, so I'm kind of stuck. It's a matter of asking what the fuck the charge is for.
Oh, shit. So it's a situation like even if you don't get it, you try to fight it, and they decide, hey, you got to have it. You got to pay it. You have to pay it.
Well, yeah, at this point, it'll cost them money to ship back, so I'm sure they're not just going to say, okay, no problem.
Oh, we'll keep it.
I owe money to a few parties. So, one more won't really hurt. We'll be fine.
Nah, you'll be all right. The Mounties are going to come get you.
that makes me think of GoFundMe. But I did want to mention today, just quickly, on a GoFundMe that Do It With Dan. I know he got a lot of shit about his GoFundMes back in the day. But he actually posted one recently for Chase Jasper Down. I guess his dad has cancer, and I just wanted to shout that out. I'm going to put a link in that as well, because I understand he's got some form of cancer, and it's all about the money, I guess, at this point. It's curable, but it involves a lot of funds, because you guys in the States have, like, zero health care.
Yep.
So I am going to post that link, and I do want everyone just to give it a check if you get a chance.
Yeah, that health care is really ticking me off.
Yeah.
$400-$500 a month, and it doesn't cover jack. It's retarded.
Well, if you get hit by a Camaro really early in the year, it's awesome. Because my deductible, out of pocket, everything is paid up. So, like, this is the year to get hurt. I need to hurry up and finish getting hurt before the end of the year.
Damn.
Like, I went about my thumb, didn't cost me a dime. Went about my wrist, didn't cost me nothing. I found out I have to have surgery on my wrist, and I'm thinking about getting that done this week. But nah, the weather's too nice to go riding.
Oh yeah, that'll take you up for a while, so that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like they're just saying, oh, you got to have surgery. You're gonna have problems whenever you get older, because I broke my wrist in January, and I never went to the doctor about it. I hit a dog going like 50 on my bike, and I ended up breaking my wrist. Never went to the doctor. It healed funny, and like through the car accident and follow-up checkups and all that, they found out that it was messed up. So like, hey, this is gonna cause you problems down the road. You want to go ahead and get it fixed or what? And I was like, I'm not really worried about it. So maybe I should get that done. I don't know.
Well, yeah, definitely. All things are covered, sure, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. But then that puts me off the bike for so long.
Yeah, that'll be.
I don't think I can handle that.
So I posted on Instagram that I'd be doing a giveaway at 40 likes, and it looks like we're at about 35 so far, which is a record, I think, this quick into it for us. So obviously people like free shit. So I haven't really thought of a question to ask.
Everybody likes free shit.
I think everybody loves free shit. Sure, why not? I mean, so I figure when we hit that 40 mark, I'll think of some question, or I guess among the group of us, we'll think of a question for the side chat, and first one gets it.
So first person to answer the question gets the giveaway?
Yeah, and the giveaway, I'm thinking my first giveaway is going to be, I've got my key tags. It's got to be my stuff, unfortunately. So unless Wilf wants to give up free stuff.
Yeah, I'll give away stuff for you.
There you go. But I don't mind. We'll do my key tags on the first round. If we happen to hit 80 likes, which we'll see, then we'll talk then.
All right. Yeah, I can add some stuff for you.
I did notice actually on that I've done a bunch of mailings of stickers and stuff, and I've had like some. I guess there's some subs out. I think one is Singapore, one is Belgium, and it's amazing that friggin' postage is pretty pricey to get it out there.
Yeah, I just got in contact. Well, someone messaged me for a sticker trade about another motovlogger in the UK, and I didn't realize they were in the UK. And I was like, yeah, I'll do a sticker trade because I'm trying to get my sticker board going. And then I sent him my address, and I asked him for his, and it's in the UK. And I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna cost me an arm and a leg.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't get it, man. I didn't even think people use. I guess because nobody's using snail mail anymore. Now you pay a premium to actually get those mailmen out of bed.
Yeah.
That's wild. The last time I did an international sticker, it cost me $1.50. So.
I just had one. Well, it's Canadian, but I think to Singapore was $3.80.
Well, like $1.50 US is kind of like $5 million Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
I sent a sticker out once to Africa, and I had to put 4 stamps on it on the envelope for one fucking sticker.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't really know. I don't really know how you know how much postage. So I think the post office near me is getting pissed off because I'm showing up with like stacks of letters with key tags and not stacks, but a few. And she keeps looking at me funny, like, you again? And I'm like, yeah, I need postage for these, and so she's got to weigh them all, and I let her decide on this postage. I don't know what to put on there. It's like it might as well be its own math. There's like a special math involved. Oh, so we already have some answers to the question that wasn't asked in the side chat. The answer is vagina. The answer is 42. And the answer
is always 42. The answer is always 42.
Is that like the magic number?
Ooh, 39 likes.
Google the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
And
Google
42
that.
is the answer?
That is the answer.
Wow.
It's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, so Battleborn is saying that 142 from U.S. to Canada for mail. So I guess she's emailed somebody. I guess she's mailed somebody in Canada some stuff.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that special package from Battleborn.
Is she sending the half-eaten bag of chips back, the poutine, the shitty ones?
Yeah. No, I think Mario ate them all.
Oh, he still ate them, even though they weren't that great.
Oh, he liked them, apparently. But, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think Battleborn really liked the poutine chips. I'm not a big fan of them. I sent it more as a joke. I'm refreshing the page here. We were at 39 likes, but now we're at 38 likes.
Oh, somebody unliked, and I haven't liked it yet. I actually know I did like it first because I figured I'd get the ball rolling. You know.
Do you
only because
like your own videos when you post them?
Only because I don't know. I don't normally like them. I actually unlike them,
this.
so people think I have a hater.
Haters gonna hate, right?
Speaking of haters, today
I'm seeing 41 here. I'm seeing 41.
Ooh, nice.
So I haven't thought of a question yet.
All right, let me tell my story first, then. You think of your question.
We'll chat in the side chat here, our own side chat about a question.
So speaking about haters, today I got a comment on one of my videos saying that asking why I sent them one of my spam cards, one of my business cards, and they told me that it's bad business. And I got a little confused about that because, one, I haven't sent my business cards or spam cards to anybody who doesn't want one. I've only included them in the mail with my sticker. So if you bought a sticker from me or I sent you a sticker, I put some cards in just to keep the sticker straight so it doesn't get bent. So it must be somebody else that sent my spam card to this person, and he got freaking offended. I'm not quite sure why, because if you didn't want it, you could very easily throw it in the garbage. It probably takes less time to throw it in the garbage than it does to send me some hate messages. But hey, I'm enjoying the haters because you made it big time when you got haters.
Well, yeah, we had one of our guys, Cafe Rider 69. He couldn't make it tonight, but he got some serious hate. Serious. It was going on. It must have been like, I think on his Instagram post about his YouTube video, it must have been like 20 back and forth messages about, fucking squids, and he was hating on Stickfoot. It was all this shit. I don't know where this guy came from. I swear it wasn't me this time. And it was like, man, it was insane. I don't know where it came. It was hilarious.
Well, y'all don't have like a troll channel?
What's that?
Other people's. Y'all haven't made a troll channel yet?
Uh-huh.
Like a YouTube channel where you just go troll everybody else's shit?
Now I know what's going on with my channel as normal.
I at first, when I had only 1 or 2 subs, I did a few channels just to sub to myself. But I mean, I didn't do after that. I felt bad. I just felt guilty.
So is that a thing that people do? They make troll channels just to troll other people?
Yeah, I've seen it happen, and it's pretty immature, to be honest with you.
That's so annoying. I'm not about that.
I mean, if you know the person, like if Informal is posting on mine, and that's cool, whatever. But if it's like somebody you actually have like a hatred towards, and you're doing it out of spite, that's really fucked up, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
that's messed up. I mean, yeah, it's fine if you're just your buddies and you're playing jokes on each other. That's cool. But like you said, if it's real hate, I mean, come on. That's just foolish.
But I haven't used it yet. Does that count? So, John, those are real haters. Those are real haters. That's not me.
Oh, so Richard's saying that someone shit in their cornflakes. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah,
I don't eat
somebody
cornflakes,
definitely
but
shit in the
damn.
cornflakes. Yeah, if you want to watch the video, I'm not going to post the link because I posted too many links. But the video is my very last motovlog. So you can go to my channel and look at it. In the comments, it's there somewhere. I don't have a lot of comments on my videos, so it'll be easy to find. Do we have a question yet? For what do we have?
Not really. We're almost at our
44,
second. I haven't really thought of one yet. Anyone have a decent question to ask
So,
besides that?
what kind of question? You wanted it to be about you?
Yeah, it could be about me. Could be about biking. Could be about motovlogging.
So what's the best way to fix somebody's mirror with your motorcycle?
Is there one answer for that, or is that like a multiple?
That's a multiple answer.
The answer is
I just want to know.
The answer is none. Don't do it.
How about this question? Alright, I type slow.
Come on, Chinese people type fast, I thought.
I'm in IT. Normally I type fast when I'm trying to type quiet because the girlfriend's sleeping behind me.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, we'll try that one. So the question is
okay, wait, hold on. We got to make sure everyone's ready.
Okay, yeah. So everyone on your marks.
There's a question, and what is the prize if they get it right?
The prize will be one of the Ironic Rebound hashtag Bike Life key tags.
All right.
So the question is, my claim to fame was my crash video. So what was the my first bike, or the bike involved in that crash video? So now we get to watch the side chat.
We're watching the side chat. Who's going to answer it correctly first?
You got to answer correctly, and I want color, make, model, and year.
Ooh, color, make, model, and year.
Ooh. See, now we got to wait for the delay.
Yeah, exactly. So now we got to just talk. Oh, I got someone who's already got the make and model.
Yeah, you need make, model, color, and year, guys. Make, model, color, and year.
Quick, everybody go watch this crash video.
Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. That's the one video I'm sure at least every one of my subs has watched. That's the only one I know. Oh, we almost got one. Almost. The year is off.
Oh, he corrected it. Is that the right year?
No, that's not.
Oh, that's a different person.
Yeah, that's a different person. So we're very close. No, a Yamaha R6, no. No, I don't recommend that for first bike, but it is like the cookie cutter motovlogger's first bike of choice, I guess.
Is that a shot at me for having a variant?
So Ralphie's got it. Ralphie Restivo Pantalone. What a name. It's a black 2014 CBR 500R. Right on. So he's got it. I don't have the soundtrack, so I can't really do the clap track because it doesn't work for me. But I would clap. There you go. So right on, Ralphie. So you got yourself some key tag. I hope you're not too far. I don't want to pay too much shipping. I will ask you to send me a message on YouTube. Actually, I'm going to drop you a YouTube message now, and/or on my Instagram, Ironic Rebound 77, with your mailing info. That's Ralphie Restivo Pantalone. What a name! Right on.
I'm gonna make an account similar to that name. And
yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm the guy that
_1.
Oh, he lives in Toronto.
Oh, right on. That works just fine. So you know what? I'm actually going to deliver that to you then.
Oh, hand delivered. So, so for everyone else, the next giveaway is at when we reach 80 likes, and I said I'll put some of my stickers in with Ironics to make the next giveaway a little sweeter.
Yeah, so next giveaway, I've got 3 stickers now. I'm going to do all 3 stickers, and we'll give that with whatever Wilf sends me. By the time it gets here from the East Coast, it'll be a while.
Well, maybe we could just separate package it too, if that makes
There
it
you
easier.
go. Or you can ride over in the snow on that Ducati, you know?
Yeah, I'll just stud the tires. I need that ice scrambler that they made in Calgary.
That's pretty insane. Yeah,
I
Ducati
love
sales
that
guy.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
sweet. It's winning the contest so far.
It
It
looks
needs to.
incredible.
Like I would definitely pray for snow if I had one of that.
No kidding, no kidding. I wonder how. I mean, it must be pretty fucking manageable in the snow with those tires, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually trying to find a link of it here to post it, but I'm not sure where it is now, and I'm not sure that I follow Ducati sales guy on Instagram.
The videos and photos he posted of the build are pretty awesome. I recommend going to take a look. Battleborn has a pretty awesome suggestion. Ironic does the condom challenge
I like
when we
it.
hit 80 likes.
What's the condom challenge? Why don't
You
I know
should
what
just
that is?
just YouTube it. So essentially what it is, the condom challenge, it's been going around YouTube for the last little bit. You take, obviously, a condom, you fill it with a lot of water, and then you sit down and someone holds it above your head and tries to drop it square on your head. And what happens is it makes this weird shape and the water stays in the condom somehow, and the whole thing's like on your face
Oh
or
yeah,
head.
I'm seeing it here. Yeah, that would involve a face reveal, so that's not happening. Unfortunately, I want Battleborn to still like me, so I can't show her my face.
The struggle.
The struggle is real, man. You got to keep up that persona, right? Fuck. Actually, I found a picture of that. Let me see if I can present it. It looks pretty beast, man. Shit, that looks nice.
Oh, the scrambler that they
Oh,
made?
Yeah. That thing is awesome. Wow. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that thing is a monster. I don't
Yeah,
know,
so
man.
I'll get that and I'll ride to Toronto with that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. We should get a whole squad of those, man. Fuck, that'd be some great winter riding. We have no snow right now, but I'm assuming it's not street legal by the look of those tires.
Probably not.
Get it plated in Texas. They'll plate anything in Texas. I'm about to get it. I'm about to. Here in Louisiana.
Yeah, so I can't do the condom challenge, but maybe Wilf will do it because Wilf he's face revealed already.
That's not. You're gonna have to do something great for my channel for me to want to do that.
Come on,
Yeah, I'm
man.
all for helping you out,
Just
but
emoji that's
we'll
like,
draw the line
okay
somewhere.
then, you know. But yeah, that was just kind of a weird question from you.
A shout out should be fine. No, come on.
Well, I'm just curious. Why can't I figure this out?
What are you trying to figure out?
No, I'm trying to hit on women right now. I thought I cut my mic off. My bad. My bad, guys.
That's a whole other channel, you know, the hitting 101. See how that works for you.
Oh
my
no!
secret-
Follow
my-
me on Pornhub.
I have my one secret is just keep the helmet on and the visor down. You're okay.
Oh, I can't hide this moneymaker. I'm a beautiful man.
Have you face revealed yet? How
Yeah.
many of us here have done the face reveal?
Me,
So
I did my face reveal from a hospital bed.
Oh, really? So I guess you can. I obviously didn't watch that one.
Oh, that's way back when. But
Okay.
that's back in March. Like, I didn't plan on doing face reveal, and then like went a couple months after that, and then remembered that I uploaded a video from the hospital. So I guess this is pointless.
I haven't done an official face reveal, but on my Instagram, if you scroll way back, there's a picture of me that I still haven't taken down. I probably will once I get a little bit more bigger, but
When I started motovlogging, I just used my personal Instagram and it already has my face on it. So I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
No face reveal. It's all there.
That's I know there's a few guys that have that yeah they've used because they've used their personal Instagrams, their faces are out there. But it's funny because even then, I know A Nation was saying how even then the people would be like, "Are you gonna face reveal?" It's like, just go to my Instagram. It's all over there. I guess they want the official video. Until you release that YouTube video, then it's not official. You know, it's still you haven't officially face revealed. What about Gladius? I don't think you've shown your face yet, have you?
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Oh,
All
you
over
have?
my hangouts.
Oh, the Hangouts. Okay, I've missed
One of my first videos back in the beginning of the season. I was doing a how-to or something like that, and there it was, and I was like, fuck it, and ever since then, every other, maybe 10 videos or so, you'll see it. So it's not really a big deal to me.
I don't know. I wish you'd go back to hiding it because the reflection off of your forehead is killing It's so
I do have a
shiny.
Mr. Clean reflection. This is true.
It like hypnotizes me, and I start doing like almost traded my bike for a freaking DR.
Well, I was thinking about that. Like, I just did the install of that Acro exhaust on my bike, and I started by recording some of it, and then I realized I was such a fucking noob, and it took me so long to do everything that I was like, this is just too embarrassing. I can't fucking post that I have no mechanical skills. Because it literally took me like 6.5. Well, there was a lot of breaks in between, but like 6.5 hours to fucking install this thing. And I was like, oh my god. I thought even if I fast forward this, it's going to be over three hours of footage. It's ridiculous.
You should do like just a time lapse.
I would have to lose like 90% of the footage where I was literally just fucking scratching my head because I had no idea.
No, leave that in there.
Shit, that's how I do it. I make myself look like a super tech. All I do is just cut. There you go. That's how it's done. And it really took me like 5 hours.
I was just glad I didn't have any extra bolts left over because the last time I took the fairings off the 500, when I put stuff back, I had like 3 bolts left in my head, and I'm like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen now?
That's probably why you crashed.
Yeah, don't
completely
tell
why I
the
crashed.
Don't tell the insurance company that. I'm gonna have to edit that out now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. I don't know who that is. I'm not sure who Ironic Rebound is in real life.
I don't know that man.
Yeah, I've never seen his face before.
Me neither.
There you go. There you go.
Can't
Exactly.
prove that it's him.
That's
Make-
right.
make
Facial
believe.
recognition.
Make believe.
Hey, Gladius.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for my tolls to come in through the mail for Texas. Because I'm thinking my little trick worked. If you wheelie past the cameras, they can't get your license plate. I'm assuming they didn't get it because I haven't got any in the mail.
I don't know. I think it takes a couple weeks, so cross your fingers for another week or so, maybe. But yeah, that would work. If they can't get your plate,
If I do get some, I'll get some pretty sweet pictures, though.
Dude, that would be the most epic thing. You should post that on Instagram when you get it.
I will, if I get one. But I'm thinking my license plate was low enough they didn't catch it.
Yeah, probably not.
So we've got a few questions in the side check. I've kind of been glancing over them.
I put it. I grouped them up for you.
Oh, you did. Good. Oh, wow. So wow, that's great having you here. So yeah, I guess Luke Plays Q has got a few. He's a
Q means question.
Oh, there you go. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I don't know this Chinese code of yours, man. I don't know what's going on. I would do a Chinese accent, but I'm horrible at them, so I'm not even going to bother.
We'll save that for another day.
Yeah. So we'll ask everybody in the chat here. What's the best mod that you could do for your bike? It's come up before, but not for this panel of guys. So what's the best mod that you can do for your bike? I don't know, best would imply performance or best, what's your preference? Like, what do you mod first on your ride? So driving moccasins, what about you? You got the best bike here.
I'm going to have to say exhaust, probably. Actually, no, I take that back. The stock clutch on the 650F blows, so I did shorty levers, and that was by far my favorite thing I've ever done to a bike.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, actually. A lot of people comment that levers are maybe the cheapest and the most effective sort of first mod.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like I went the eBay route for my levers. I spent $25 with $3 shipping, and I'm not gonna cry if I drop my bike and my levers break. I'll just spend another $25 on them.
Well, with shorties, it's definitely hitting the bar end before it hits the lever. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, and for that price, you're not in a bond.
Right.
Exactly. And you're not paying $100 like duty fees, hopefully.
No.
What about you, Gladius?
I'm going to have to go with exhaust. I like to be, I guess, heard or try to be heard and seen. The other thing is with the DR, it was so quiet that after 45 miles an hour, you couldn't tell what gear you were in. You had to rely on vibration, which is, I mean, once you get used to the bike, it's fine, but it was horrible.
Yeah, I have to agree totally on that. As far as exhaust note, especially coming from the 500, which was a twin, to the inline 4650, I was bouncing off that limiter every gear when I was trying to hit on it because I couldn't hear. I had to literally look down at the fucking RPMs because I had no idea when I was approaching red lines. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, and in my case with the DR, I don't even have a tach on it, so it just makes it that much worse.
Oh, wow, yeah, so you literally have to go by vibration. That's insane.
Yeah, completely frickin' blind.
So that's why guys on DRs are always hitting the rev limiter. They're rapping not on purpose then. It's an accident.
Well, when you hear their stock exhaust, yeah, they have no idea.
What about you, Informal?
I would say the best mod, which I definitely consult your local laws before doing it, desmogging, taking the emissions control. That woke my bike up so much. It quit the backfiring, and it's going to save your exhaust valves because most bikes, the way it does it, it injects air into your exhaust, which reignites your exhaust. So that's eventually going to burn up your exhaust valves.
So what is that exactly? Is that similar on most bikes then? What is it? It's not the cat converter you're talking about?
Pretty much like on your street bikes and the whatnot, it's going to be your catalytic converter and probably a secondary air injector. On my bike, it took some air and kind of bypassed the throttle body and all that, and then it takes another valve that injects the air into the exhaust to reburn it. So, and it would be taking your catalytic converter out.
Yeah, and removing it
but
entirely as far as...
Doing that and remapping the bike makes it a whole nother bike. It's just way more powerful in my opinion.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that's, to me, it goes with the exhaust sort of idea that a full system, you can't beat the overall, the noise. I think, honestly, that if you're heard, you're seen. And that just the coolness factor. Like, let's not kid. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. I like driving around.
Oh yeah, awesome. That's the one thing about supermotos. They're the loudest fucking bikes on the street. Man. It's crazy, and you feel it. You can be like 3 bikes back in a group, and you feel that exhaust shooting you in the face if your visor's up. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Wilf?
I think the first thing I normally do is a fender eliminator. So like a tail tidy to get rid of the big giant.
So the Ducati guy's all about the looks.
Yeah, the big giant ugly tail, and then maybe frame sliders as well.
So
Those
you're
are the two
worried
things
you're
I
going to
normally
drop
do
it.
first.
So you drop your bike.
That's a good answer.
The thing is, especially for my bike, my fairings cost over $4,000. My frame, if I get a scratch on my frame, insurance will total the bike because a new frame is the cost of a bike.
Shit.
So it's right. So it's one of those things where it made sense to do it. Why not spend $80 on frame sliders?
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
That's a good mod.
Yeah, I didn't have them on the 500, and I was proud to say initially that I hadn't dropped the bike in like 15,000 K, but I mean I ended up crashing it. But I have to agree. A lot of people, first-time riders, this seems like that stop drop is a commonplace sort of accident.
Yeah,
and frame sliders will save you your mirrors, save your bar ends, save your levers.
Yeah, save a lot of things. It helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't crash your bike; someone hit you. So.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I ran into him. There's no doubt about that. But he did get in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't at fault there.
I don't think you were at fault.
So we got another question here, again by Luke Plays. Plasti dip or paint? I guess rattle can. Has anyone done like custom paint on their bikes in the chat here?
I've done custom paint for other things, but it depends what you're painting, right? I mean, that question is kind of vague. But if you're painting just, I mean, your fairings, Plasti Dip is a great product because you can remove it. If you don't like it, you just peel it off, and your original finish is fine. So I would say Plasti Dip.
Yeah, I gotta go with that too. Only because the convenience of it. I think honestly, it protects your fairings quite a bit. I'm just gonna mute moccasins because
I was just about to.
Yeah. So it's a quick and easy way to do a color change because I wanted the flat black in my bike but they don't have it in Canada. And I've always liked the idea of a white bike, which they don't make in Canada either for the 650. So it's a pretty quick, just one-stop fix. And honestly, as far as a do-it-yourself, it's almost a no-brainer. It's pretty easy to make it look good. So I would say Plasti Dip all the way, especially if you're new at it. I Plasti Dipped my my windscreen on the inside, and it took me all of like 5 minutes, and I think it looks pretty badass compared to the stock clear. So I would say definitely if it's a do-it-yourself project and you're not like a professional painter with the whole shop set up, Plasti Dip's the way to go.
That's interesting. So you say you Plasti Dipped the underside of your windscreen on your bike?
Yeah, so the stock is clear, and I wanted a smoke one, so I Plasti Dipped on the inside. I figured the outside it's gonna get eventually chipped, stone chipped, right?
That's a great fucking idea, and I'm stealing that.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. And you can go any color you want, really. But yeah, the black looks sweet. It looks awesome, and it honestly changed the look of the bike pretty drastically for such a small, like, $9 can of fucking Plasti Dip.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I love that.
Hey, ironic. Have you thought about taking all the stock decals off your bike?
Yeah, they're coming off for sure. It's just a matter of when. I'm kind of riding and editing, but I'm definitely coming off.
Well, I looked at the CBR logo on the bottom fairing. It looks like it would come off pretty easy, but on mine, the Honda logo on the tank looks like it was actually clear coated in.
Yeah, that Honda does that I think on all their bikes on the tank. So I've actually seen guys they'll wet sand the clear coat off in that section, which I mean it's doable.
Yeah.
But then you have to worry about applying clear coat again, or else you're gonna fuck the tank up.
Right.
So the tank on Hondas, I think that's a standard. Like, you know what? Screw you. You got to keep Honda on there. But at that, and I noticed the fairings for sure, they came off the 500 pretty easy.
Yeah.
The ones that didn't come off that easy were the ones that are on the. They're not on the swing arm. They were on the swing arm of the 500, but they're on some of the swing arm braces, and those are a bit of a bitch because you take them off and all the adhesive stays on. But honestly, WD-40 the whole way takes that stuff off with no problem.
Yeah, I was looking to see if any companies made a cooler looking chain guard than what we have now, and to much avail, I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the swing arm and having the hugger, the tire hugger on. But you're right, that the actual chain guard looks pretty bare bones.
So you've seen the carbon fiber hugger that they make, but you have to use that crappy black chain guard with it.
Yeah, that to me just doesn't seem worth it then, you need the whole thing cleaned up.
Yeah.
So yeah, our side chat's picking up. We got Goatfathers joined us, A Nation. We've got Harmageddon just joined us as well, our local troublemaker hooligan.
I kind of people.
Yeah, he makes most of my videos only because he's always causing shit.
I need to go look into him if he's a hooligan.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's got a few videos out there. He's one of our newer squad members, but his shit is pretty hilarious. So he's definitely gonna make a name for himself. So we have another question, I believe.
I like drunkards downtown. That's gonna be an interesting thing. Watch later.
And that's not clickbait. There are a lot of drunk people in that video. So
Good. I'm excited now.
Toronto is well known for the drunk nightlife. It's pretty hilarious. There's one spot that we got a couple plans next season for, like a Friday, like a weekly Friday sort of clip where literally a bunch of bikes park on this main street, and the main street sort of intersects a bunch of bars in the area, and it's very nearby. The bikes park very nearby where we call street meat. I don't know if you guys call it that, hot dog vendors. And as people leave the bars, our last call is 2 a.m., 3 a.m. As everyone leaves the bar, it's like a massive exodus of drunk people to the one hot dog vendor. And the amount of people tripping and falling, and the amount of drunk guys hitting on drunk girls, and people, piggybacking each other, it's just a fucking shitstorm. Honestly, it's going to be a great session.
In Halifax, we have what we call, called Pizza Corner. So there's like 3 or 4 pizza shops right on this one corner, and there's some hot dog stands and a couple poutine places.
Oh, really?
So
poutine on the street?
Yeah, well, no, it's not on the street. It's an actual shop, but they stay open until 4 a.m. so that all the drunk people come out. They all go to this corner, they get their food, then they go home. So they all stay open pretty late. Well, we call it Pizza Corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you want to get drunkards, that's where you go.
They make so much money though, right? Because it's just a flurry of people that are intoxicated and they need food, and that's where they go. And I mean, the food tastes great. Well, I mean, I've only had it when I'm drunk, so I don't really know if it's actually good. But when I'm drunk and I'm eating it, it tastes good.
It tastes great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the first thing that comes up.
I got to do something like that. Go put a freaking hot dog stand outside the bars over here. I'd make a killing.
I'm telling you, I know the permits are pretty steep, but the guys that I've seen, like all along, some of our major, like King Street, Queen Street, the main downtown roads, there are non-stop. People are lined up like crazy. And who knows, man? When you're wasted, you probably hand out a 20 instead of a $2. I mean, it's fucking insane the amount of money they must make. So we got Honda Revs join us. Welcome. It's another, actually, Canada motovlogger. He's not quite Toronto, but we consider him part of the Toronto squad, I guess, now. Well, I got a few guys in the side chat that have the invites. I just want to make sure that they know. I think A Nation Goat, you have the link. So does Armageddon. So if you guys want to check your WhatsApp, your DMs, your various social media messaging.
A Nation said he's going to work in a few minutes.
Okay,
he said he's too good for this chat.
Yeah, I banned him for all his spamming. I had to take him out. So. And yeah, Battleborn, apparently she only does A Nation's Hangouts now, so I don't know, I must have done something wrong. I think I hit on her a little too much, you know? I knew I was being a little too forward, but, I couldn't help myself. So we have another question by Johnny NGO, Nago. What's the difference between the CBR 650R and 650F? I think the 650R, he means the 600RR and the 650F, because I don't know if there's a 650R. It's funny because the 650F, there's the model that you'll see Driving Moccasins has on his logo. That's the North American version. The F, I think, in UK is actually a naked version, which looks pretty badass. It looks a lot like, kind of like the naked Kawasaki 1000, the ZX-10R, I think it is.
Ooh.
So it looks pretty beast.
That's a good-looking bike.
It's pretty mean.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
Not bad, you?
Good. Welcome, Goatfather, as well, to the channel.
Hey, Ironic.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I kind of heard a little bit. I was in the other room for a second. So he was wondering about the CB650R.
Yeah, and the CB.
I know, like, they have the naked version of our bike, which is the CB 650F, and then ours is the CBR 650F. So maybe that's what he was thinking.
Oh, okay, maybe that's right. Because I haven't seen the CB 650F in Canada. I don't think that we have that here.
No, we don't have them in Canada or U.S. They're pretty much like Thailand. Brazil has them.
They look pretty badass. They look pretty sweet. And I think it's pretty much the same bike, except it just does not have like the side and front fairing. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the exact same motor and everything. They take off the front fairing, and the one by the headlight's a little bit different also. And I don't think they have a windscreen.
Yeah, no, there's no windscreen that I saw either. It looks pretty sweet. And as far as the difference between the 600RR and the 650F, again, I think as far as I understand it, the 650F is a bit of a newer motor, but they're both like a similar platformed inline four. From what I understand, they use the terms like detuned, which I mean, I'm not a mechanic or mechanically inclined, but as I understand it, it's pretty much a very different red line, very different power band, but it's technically the same inline four motor. I got to say I'm happy with the power band as it is. I've actually gone toe to toe with the double R, and from the line the F takes it.
Yeah.
Just very soon after, once you get to 8,000, the double R starts kicking in, and the double R's got an extra, I think, 1,500 on the first gear alone. So that's when they start to pull away a little bit. But they really need quite a bit of road to get a double R moving.
Yeah, see, and that's what I like about the 650F is it's a very even power band, so you're not getting hit with all that power, come 8,000 RPMs like the RR. R6.
Exactly, that's right. You don't really have that same sort of throw you back mid sort of throttle.
Is it a twin or is it 4-cylinder?
It's a 4. It's an inline 4.
They're not scary though.
Not at all. No, honestly, not at all. It's like I would say if I had the funds then and I had known then what I know now, it might have been a great first bike. They're more expensive, and insurance in Canada is going to be more of a bitch. But as far as the States, you guys are laughing for insurance. So
lucky.
Yeah, but I guess that's why you have no health care, because you don't pay insurance or as much taxes as we do. So I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
rub some dirt on it. You don't need to go to the hospital.
Until you shit, that's fine, right?
I thought about getting a double R, and I was quoting my insurance company, and for my 650F, I'm paying $98 a month for full coverage. But if I got the double R, it was going to be like $279 a month for full coverage. Yeah. So of course my mind was made up just with that. I'm not trying to pay $300 a month for insurance on a bike.
No, I pay $300 for full coverage on my truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for us here. That's just pretty fucking annoying. I wish we had that option.
I'm paying mad money on my insurance.
Yeah, what did you say you're paying? You're paying quite a bit.
$415.
And that's Canadian dollars, mind you, but that's for a 500, which
and that's
honestly is not like a massive bike. You can get into trouble, but I mean.
Is that per month?
Yeah, that's per month.
Yeah, that's what you guys pay in a year, and we pay that for the fucking month.
Yeah, I've got both the bikes on full coverage, and I'm paying $76 a month US.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
My red bike that I had, I was paying $6 a month, but that was just liability.
Wow.
Well, and that's the thing too. That's why a lot of us would like to have multiple rides. You'd like to have a supermoto, would like to have a street bike, but it's just too restrictive in Canada as far as I see it, as far as insurance coverage.
Insurance-wise, I wouldn't have 2 bikes.
Are you able to partially insure your bike for the year? Or do you have to do the whole year? Because we have to do the whole year.
I have to do the whole year, but I ride year round.
I mean, I have the option to do 6 months at a time with my policy, but I usually just do the full year because it's cheaper.
Yeah, I have month to month, 3 months, 6 months, and then a year.
Yeah. I used to pay $2,400 a year for insurance for my Ducati, and now I only pay I think $700 or $800 a year.
Which is pretty good as far as Canada goes.
Yeah, exactly. It's expensive, but I mean, you have to look at the bike as well too, right? And I was young at the time.
And they really get us as well on your postal code, obviously where you live. I guess as far as theft ratings and things like that, and accidents. But from what I've heard as well, is that because there's been a bit of an influx of older riders, I guess people getting into the sport, younger and older. The more riders that are out there, it's generally brought up our rates here, which to me doesn't make sense. I think it would lower them, but I guess because there's more risk, more liability for these companies to justify an increase, it's pretty insane. And most companies, year to year, you would think there's some loyalty and it drops. Most companies will try and bump you up every year, no matter what you do.
If I lived in Toronto, it'd be like $150 cheaper.
Really? That's hard to believe because we got double your population, no?
That's what I was saying. It's like double the population, crazy roads, and they're saying it's like $150 cheaper.
Yeah, so it's pretty random. Like I mean, even when I first shopped around back in April for the 500, depending on the company, I got anywhere from $3,000 a year to $1,500 a year to no way we won't touch it. You're a new rider. It's just so random. There's no. I think every platform of our politicians here has been regulating insurance somehow, and nobody's fucking done it, of course, because they're all in cahoots, I guess. So we're at, I think we're at, what, 65 likes. So yeah, again, 65. At 80 likes, we've got another giveaway coming.
I need to tweet it again. I'm going to spam the shit out of Twitter.
This is when Llama's multiple spam accounts come in handy for us.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to log into the other ones.
So we had another question regarding, and I had this earlier on Instagram too. I was going to bring this one up. The question specifically was asked regarding, did y'all ever get off a ticket for speeding with a warning? But my question was broader than that, really, that I got earlier was, if you have a good story as far as a run-in with the police that you've had, because I'm sure all of us have had at least one so far.
I've never been pulled over, knock on wood.
Never.
Never. And I'm a hooligan.
So they figure they can't follow you on dirt, so fuck that.
We'll let him do what he wants.
I've been stopped 3 times when on my Ducati, and every single time the officer says, "I only stopped you because I wanted to check your bike out."
Ooh, fancy.
So, did you say "fuck you, asshole"? Take off?
Nope. I said, sure, because normally they say, they have a bike too, blah blah blah. So we just shoot the shit, and the whole time I'm just like, you know what? Honestly, I really don't care because you're not giving me a ticket. I am a happy camper.
So what if they say, I want to ride it? Can I go for a ride? What are you gonna say? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If I can drive the cop car, then yes, you can ride my Ducati.
And shoot the shotgun. Shoot the shotgun in there.
Yeah, while driving.
Yeah, out the window, I'm shooting signs.
and being able to post it on Instagram and YouTube.
Yes, I will vlog that if that would happen.
I'm going to turn my life around, but not today. I'm driving in a stolen cop car. Talk about 1 million views overnight. Stolen cop car.
Yeah, that's clickbait, man, if I ever heard it. That's for sure, man.
No, I had one. I was doing about 30 over. What was it? I guess about 75 and a 45. My math's right, yeah. And a cop just got behind me and turned on his lights real quick. I slowed down. He turned his lights off and went about his business.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So if that's your worst, then you're okay so far.
Yeah.
So you got more coming. Don't worry.
Well, my old bike, I couldn't break the speed limit, so I wasn't really in any danger. Had her at the rev limiter at 65 miles an hour.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've never been pulled over on my bike so far, but in the past I've gotten about 10 tickets and 2 recklesses in my street cars. So
you're getting pulled over tomorrow, just letting you know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you're probably right.
I'm tempting everyone's fucking luck today.
Good job.
Yay! No, I gave them way too much damn money back in the day. My 2 Recklesses cost me over $5,000, and yeah, I had a dynoed 600 wheel horsepower RX-7, and yeah, I got rid of it for a good reason.
Well, you gotta open it up at that point. You're mistreating the car if you're not speeding.
Dude, that thing wouldn't grab traction at 100. You'd be in 4th gear going 100, and the rear tires would be blowing out from underneath you, shooting, tire shreds everywhere. It was actually kind of scary.
I don't want no part of no rotary motor. I can tell you that they could put out some power.
Yeah, I rebuilt it twice. Yeah, it's they don't hold boost.
No. The block's not made for what you can do to that motor.
So what about Goat? I'd like to hear how if Goat smooth talked his way out of a cop.
While riding, no, never.
No.
Anytime I've ever been pulled over, I've always been cited.
Oh, really?
But I've deserved it pretty much each time. So one thing is most cops won't mess with motorcyclists unless they're like blatantly doing something wrong.
That's how they are here.
Right.
So like I got a ticket because I was going 120. I guess that one worked out because he only gave me a ticket for going 85. Otherwise they would have impounded the bike. And then I got a ticket back on the way from California on one of my trips, and that one was because I was lane splitting apparently. So yeah.
And lane splitting is not legal in Reno then.
No, I got it just before the border of Nevada, so I was still in California, but he gave it to me for going over speed, like over the lane split speed, and then because I touched the double yellow line, so I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. But I didn't argue because I know better, so I just took it and said fuck it.
So you have legal lane splitting, but what's the criteria then? So there's speed, and I guess the line has to be broken, like a broken line.
I don't know California's lane splitting laws by heart, to be honest.
Okay, but so there's no lane splitting in Reno.
Not in Nevada, no.
Oh, okay.
But I do it all the time. I lane split past a fucking highway patrol guy today. That was nice. Gave him a little nod and kept going. I'm like, he can't do anything. He's not getting out of this. And then I think I was following the same highway patrol guy today when I was coming home. So it's pretty interesting because they all have different vehicles and stuff. And it's very rare to see the like 4x4 truck ones, and that's the one I lane split past. And then, sure enough, on the way home, I was following one. I actually was doing like 90 and flew up behind him and was like, "Oh, dude, that's highway patrol. I better slow the fuck down."
See, I'll filter forward. It's not legal here, but I'll filter at a red light. That's about it.
Yeah, I will if it's a deep red light. If it's like 8 cars deep and I won't make the light, I'll filter.
I do it too, even though it's legal.
I'll do it just so I don't get rear-ended, because my mirrors, I can't see backwards.
So your mirrors don't work as mirrors?
My mirrors, they're for me changing the lanes. Last time I got rear-ended, I couldn't see, and it worked out good. We're going to keep it going.
I've had similar where I actually posted a recent sort of vid where the first clip is it was a couple of cars side by side and I was behind the car in the right hand lane and I split to get in front of the car on the left and I was speeding at least 40 kilometers over to do that, but the car that I split in front of all of a sudden accelerated to get on my ass, which he obviously didn't keep up very long. But then as I look forward, a cop steps out from the intersection and starts waving down, and I thought, oh, it's for me. So I pulled up right next to him, and the cop waved me by and shaking his head, saying, no, 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 and pointed at the car instead. So the car got pulled over, and he waved me through. So I think I got to agree that unless you're like being a real fucking dickhead on the road, that I think most cops will agree that you should be traveling faster than the cars around you for your own safety. And I've I've filtered and split, usually along like parked cars and a lane of actual moving cars, right by motorcycle cops, right by bicycle cops, right by cruisers, and I've never even had them look twice at me. We've
That's
even done
actually
it
in
in
our law.
groups. Oh, is it?
That's it. It's in our law that we're supposed to drive at least 5 kilometers over the speed limit. So.
Okay, yeah, that I wasn't aware, but that's good to know. But 5 kilometers is like 0.1 miles, so it doesn't mean nothing in the States.
Yeah, exactly.
I was talking to a state trooper here in Oklahoma, and he was telling me that usually if we're doing about 10 to 15 over the pace of traffic, they usually won't pull you over. So if the pace of traffic's already doing 10 to 15 over, I mean, they said that as long as you're not really driving like an asshole, like you were saying, they usually won't mess with you out here.
Well, yeah, and that's what I've noticed too. Like our highway speed is 100 kilometers, most
120.
highways, and almost everyone, yeah, like a cafe is saying, almost everyone's doing 120. So that means we can do 130, 140, and I typically do 150 to 160 on every highway. And I've never, I know it'll usually be the case.
No, man. Come on. 160 is a starting point.
Come on. Hey, let's settle down. Let's settle down. This is a recorded chat, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But
sure, that was me and Pimmy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that must have been you. That definitely wasn't me.
It was
I would
very
never
cool.
go more than 160 is my limit, man. Mind you, my third gear tops out at 202, or 208. So, I mean, that's trouble waiting to happen. But I've noticed that usually I'll be speeding up and catch up on a cop on the highway and realize, oh shit, that's a cruiser. And we have a lot of cops on the highway that are usually in regular cars. You usually notice the antenna, or you notice like the cage in the back, but they're
Or the
typically
trucks on the roof.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I've never had. I was pulled over once on the 500. And it was a ticket for 30 over. It was 5 a.m. going down a main fucking road, and it was like, I looked at the cop and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? 30 over? Who gives a fuck? It's 5 a.m.
It's
man."
a Metro. It was Metro though. Metro will tag you for everything.
Yeah. I'm sure that it goes back to the sort of the age-old question whether or not the police force is on some sort of quotas or commissions or. And I have a feeling that from the activity I see, the end of every month there's more cops out there. It seems like. So I think that they're on some sort of system where their performance rated on the number of tickets they get.
Well, they have a quota to fill by the end of the month, so.
Exactly. So either they're doing it all early and then doing fuck all, coffee shop and the rest of the. I have nothing against cops, mind you, but or they're at the end of the month they're trying to hit that quota and they're pulling you over for almost nothing, right?
Yeah. Like when they pulled Cafe over for this plate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the plates thing is a big
But that
one.
was Metro. Metro's not going to let anything slide. And those guys weren't even traffic cops, so that's why they did that. Because, like, the week before that happened, remember we were with G-Dub, and we picked up that cop that tailed us all around downtown for like an hour, and I was the last bike in the group, so they were behind me the whole time, and they didn't have one question about anything we did. They just followed our asses everywhere.
Yeah, that's always.
But this
fun.
one doofus, I don't know, for whatever reason, decided I'm the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
They got to pick their favorite, right?
Yeah.
You should feel honored.
Exactly. You feel special. Oh, he got off with a warning, though, right?
Yeah, well, because he didn't know his traffic law. He was. I looked up his number. He's part of a TAV unit, and they're a specialized unit to deal with high crime areas.
Yeah, so he was out of his depth.
They have nothing to do with traffic, and that's the reason he had a partner. Like you know, traffic cops in Toronto, they don't get a partner.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no two-man car doing traffic.
I had something happen to me similar too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was driving around with my girlfriend, and I got pulled over for an M2 license with a passenger.
Which is legal.
Which is legal, exactly. So he pulled me over and tried to fight me for half an hour, saying that it's not. Pulls out his little booklet and has to read it for another half an hour until he finds that it's legal. So, I wasted an hour of my time.
Did you record it?
No, I missed that one.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's not on camera, it never happened, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Never happened.
Well, I'm about to bounce out of here.
All right, thanks for joining us, Informal. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you next
time.
time.
Have a good one.
Take care, Llama.
All right, guys. I gotta go very soon, but I want us to hit the 80 likes first. So everyone listening,
how far are we? Yeah, how
if
far are
you
we?
haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. We'll get to 80 likes, and Ironic and I are gonna.
Oh yeah, I just hit it and it turned 69.
It's at 73 right now.
Oh yeah.
So we actually had we were on a bit of a ride with Sumo John, who's not here tonight because he's on vacation now, and he posted a vid recently where we were actually doing. It was about 5 of us, I think, and we were doing about 30 over, I think, at the time. We hit right off the light. We did about 30 over.
Yeah.
And,
well, when he stopped us all, he said he clocked us all doing well over 90 in a 60.
In a 60, yeah. So we were about 30 over. But of course, right when we took off at the line, our supermoto friend Sumo John was hitting 12 o'clock the entire way for a good block or two. And as he was doing so, we had an SUV cop in the opposite lane just watching on. And when the lights came on, Sumo was still up in the 12 o'clock position. So the cop pulled him over. We had another cop come and intercept us further up down the road, actually stop in the lane in front of us. And again, the usual response we get is, "Oh, I'm surprised you guys stopped." So I don't know. I mean, it makes me wonder if we should run sometimes, but he got off with a warning after all that, and that would have been a serious, would have been 6 demerits, towing his bike, I think impound for 7 days, and 6 demerits here would mean a guy his age wouldn't get insurance on his car or motorcycle for a while. So I mean, honestly, there are some decent guys out there, and again, it's a matter, I think, the mood they're in and how much of a douchebag you're being.
Just gotta get lucky too.
Yeah, exactly.
76 likes. That worked.
We're getting there, yeah.
I refresh your page and I get an ad.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that a few times. They get the ad. I must be hit over doing the monetization business. Yeah, sorry about that. I think we had another question here. I'm trying to look. I think you posted it too.
No, I think that's it.
Yeah,
we got one in the side chat right now.
Real quick. Real quick, I gotta help the wife get the kids to bed, so I'm gonna bounce.
All right, take care, Gladius. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Take care, man.
IT dude 2W, whatever his question. If you run and they cannot catch you, can they do anything if they have your plate number?
They probably
it's
could.
Funny you say that because when we got stopped the other week, there was 3 SUVs that were within minutes on the scene, and one of them had a plate scanner on the roof. And I have a friend that works for that same police force, and he told me all about that system. It can scan up to 10,000 plates in a minute and memorize them, decipher them, and run the owner and their driver record.
But the question remains, if they don't stop you, then what's to say that someone is on your motorcycle at the time? Because the ticket is for you, not for the vehicle, right? So if they don't actually stop you, are they showing up at your house and saying, "Hey, you were doing this at that time," and you say, "No, sorry, I wasn't. You know, I was fucking my girlfriend at the time. Here, ask her." You know what I mean? Like, how do they prove that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no video proof. So
the onus is on them to prove it, but they can still charge you, right?
Then you have to go to court.
Exactly.
Fuck
they
your
can
day up.
file the charge, and then you have to fight it. It's just like he was also telling me whenever they do their roundups in the parks at night harassing the kids smoking weed, what they do is they charge them with the weight of everything. That includes the bong. So they may have like 2 grams of weed, but you throw that half-pound bong
with the water in it.
With the water in it. Right? And now they have to fight a much bigger charge.
Yeah, trafficking, exactly. Trafficking versus just use, you know? That's insane.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was telling me they also have to be real pricks for them to do that, too. Otherwise, it just goes, you know.
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming
throw it away
that...
or tell your mom and dad.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm assuming U.S. Highway Patrol is pretty high tech as well, so I'm sure they have similar technology involved.
They would have to.
Sorry, go ahead, Goat.
Oh no, I was just going to add into that. It's a good reason why you don't let people borrow your bike or your cars.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Definitely.
Yeah, our highway patrol in Oklahoma, they actually have a couple helicopters that'll fly around, and every so often on the highway there's a marker. So they can calculate from the time you pass one till you reach the next how fast you're going, and radio to a unit up ahead, and they'll pull you over.
We have that. There's at least one location in Toronto I know has that along our Highway 7, where yeah they have the chevrons marked, like the arrows marked on the roadway, and apparently yeah there's biplanes of some sort that the police are using, and they use those markers to calculate your speed. And
Yeah.
I guess in most cases they radio ahead, or I guess they dispatch police on that.
Yep.
OPP does that all along the 400 series highways, and they target a certain area every week.
Yeah, same thing with the radar systems. It's very similar.
Well, I noticed our big thing here as well, and I got one ticket which I thought was our red light cameras. I don't know if they have those in the States, but
Oh yeah, we got
Yep.
yeah, we've got an increasing number of, and they're talking about doing it across the city with these red light cameras. That, and they're talking about police video footage for their testimony, so the police no longer has to show up to the court date, which is one of the ways a lot of us get out of the ticket, is you postpone the date and maybe the cop doesn't show up and then it's dismissed. And they're trying to change legislation so that the officer can submit a video sort of testimonial, and that's used in court the day you go to court. So the cop no longer has to take a day off work to come to court. He now just sends in his video, and you're fucked.
See, that shouldn't be allowed.
I got one, and you know, I have the right to face my accuser, and I went in with my lawyer, and we were just kind of doing it to see if we could get through with it, and then they brought the officer, I guess, who filed the ticket, and my lawyer said something like, "Well, this isn't the guy that took the picture. We want to see the camera. We want to see the camera that took the picture." They wouldn't bring the camera into court, so they ended up dismissing the ticket.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's exactly why if they pass the legislation that the video testimonial will stand in lieu of the officer being present, then we're waiving that right, which I'm sure is slightly different in our legislation, but the right is there currently that you need the opportunity to plead your case, and you need, obviously, you need the state to have someone there to represent them.
Yes, yeah. I don't agree with, like, if a camera's taking a picture, how is an officer, involved in that? Which they all irritate me.
I did want to mention today that I think as of yesterday, I know it's not a big deal for you guys in America, but they've legalized the sale of beers in grocery stores here in, I think it's Ontario.
That wasn't
so
legal?
it's a
Dude,
no.
that's
Well,
awesome.
Wow.
no, we have what's like a privatized LCBO, the liquor board, and they have pretty much the ownership of all the beer stores, which they call the beer store, and the LCBO, which is the hard liquor. And until today, I guess, you could only buy it at those stores specifically. And now they've just released some list, which has like gone viral. And so I think we're gonna have a lot more incidents of like drunk and disorderly now from now on.
It's going to be way easier for them to get it.
Oh, that's for sure. Any time of day, because some of these grocery stores are open like almost all night. So I'm guessing
exactly.
you're getting booze 24/7 now.
Yeah, when they start doing like corner stores, and like convenience stores and all that too, gas stations.
What's A Nation going to do for his videos now that he can't do beer runs anymore?
Yeah, no kidding.
Race to the beer store.
Oh, Reno's saying it's actually unconstitutional in Nevada. I guess that's the red light cams.
Yeah, I know some states have them, some don't. Like in my part of town, I don't have any, but you go about 90 miles north to Oklahoma City, and they have them up there.
Don't want to be down to one vehicle on the weekend because it's, some errands, things to run. And
We're all listening into whoever's got their mic on.
I was like, what the heck is that?
78 likes, 2 away.
78. So we got 2 more, and then we got a whack of stickers to give out.
And yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he's right, because in Nevada, there's quite a few things in Nevada that are different than most states, which is actually pretty cool. But in Nevada, an officer actually has to be behind the equipment physically.
That makes sense to me, and honestly, I think that there's some analysts doing studies on the fact that the cameras are costing more to maintain than it's generating revenue. So obviously, they've admitted it's a revenue generator. They're looking for a revenue stream.
Well, we do have cameras, though. We have cameras at most major sections, but they're not per se for traffic enforcement.
So maybe for accident follow-up, I guess.
Yeah, stuff like that, quote unquote.
Yeah, but I think that the recent, some city planner did some study recently saying that the cameras are not paying for themselves, and it's costing taxpayers like an inordinate amount of money to fucking maintain and keep these things running, when in the end it's still a very questionable sort of way to ticket someone. Because ultimately the camera, and it's funny because they actually send you the ticket in the mail, and it shows a pretty clear picture of inside the vehicle, because they want to catch who's driving at the time. But the owner of the vehicle is the one that gets the ticket. At the time, I was actually driving my dad's truck, and he got the ticket, and he's like, "What the fuck? They got you in my truck." It actually tells you how many seconds the light was red when you passed the white line and entered the intersection. So if you enter the intersection and the light is still yellow at any point, it doesn't take the flash, doesn't take the picture. But if you cross that white line, or wherever it's calibrated to be the white line, anytime after the lights turned red, that's when it flashes your image and sends you the ticket. And I believe it's a no demerit ticket because it's questionable. There's no demerits involved. Just it's literally a paper ticket with a fine attached to it. So your insurance companies look at it here, but it doesn't hold any demerits against your license.
79 likes.
There we go. See, we're close. Somebody else has got to click it. Someone hasn't clicked it yet. And Dat Dread mentioned we don't have any dislikes yet, so we've got our local professional hater, Jack on Track, who I think he's busy at work, so he's not hating on us yet.
So I'm not sure which sticker to give out.
You have more than one. I thought you just had the little peace sign Asian dude that you got there.
Nope, I have the peace sign Asian dude, and I also have hashtag rubber side down as a sticker as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
81 now.
Oh, it's 81. Okay, so I guess we got to think up a question for the Slack chat. I've got 80 on mine showing, and I've got one dislike.
80.
I got 81 showing.
I got one dislike showing, so somebody disliked us after my comments.
Jack is back.
He's back. All right, well, so I got to think up a question, I guess, here. Let me see. I had someone ask, and I want to touch on this too, tinted visors versus dark smoke visors. And I've had both. Mind you, I guess it depends on the make of the manufacturer, but they're both tinted equally in my opinion. The tinted and the mirrored visor, they both have the same darkness to them, I notice. And in my case, I don't know, some people swear that it's okay. As far as nighttime riding with a tinted visor of any sort, I think you're asking for problems. Unless you're in a very well-lit city, city like downtown lit area, it's visibility is extremely compromised. Most of the guys I know that wear them, and if you're on some back roads, they've got to have the visor at least half cracked open to see through the thing, and that's got to be even worse than fucking having the thing closed. You get hit in the eye with a fucking bug in the middle of the night, you're fucked. So I just want to get that out there because that's my opinion of it anyway.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I hate this time of year because I'll go out in the afternoon and it's, you know, I got the dark visor on, and by the time we get back, it's like pitch black outside, and I just can't see squat. I'm just riding the roads based on memory, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, that's fucked. I mean, it's bad enough that you really got road conditions, unless you're like mid-season, road conditions are spotty all around. So if you can't keep your eye on that shit and you're out there, it's just it's a fucking accident waiting to happen as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Sumo got pulled over. It's like we're out in the middle of nowhere. Soon as and you guys stick me in the lead. We're out your way. You know your way around. We finally get somewhere. I recognize. All of a sudden the pace just goes through the roof, and you guys are all like, I don't know where the fuck he's going. It's foggy. It's dark. I can't see.
Oh yeah, honestly, and that just sketches me out. I can't. If you're worrying about the fact that you can't see, then how much of your any skill or ability you have is now focused on that versus, you know, trying to ride safe, and ride smart.
Well, and then you were beside me at one point, and there was Buddy behind us. I can't remember his name on the 636, and I don't know his headlight. We kept seeing that blue and pink or red flash.
Yeah,
and
I thought for
we
sure
were
the
getting
cops were on
chased
us.
down.
Yeah, I thought over and over. I thought cops were on us. I didn't slow down, mind you, but.
Oh, that's Two Wheel Samurai.
Yeah, Two Wheel Samurai. That's right. Exactly.
Did you find a question yet?
No, I'm trying to look through to see what I can ask here. I don't know.
How hard is it to install that Acura? Ironic.
It took me. I've seen guys that say it's like a couple hours. It took me like 6 almost on and off.
Damn.
It would have been less time if I had, like, you know, even moderate sort of skill with wrenches and whatnot. As soon as I got my fairings off, which was pretty easy on the 650, it's only a few bolts, but I realized right away that to get at the header bolts, they're behind the rad, the cooling radiator. So I literally, I didn't have like enough extension. I had to buy an extension and one of those little angle fucking socket things to get in there. So that was like the first half hour. I'm like, fuck, I got to go to the store now. So I was lucky I have a car that I could do that, or else I'd be riding there with no fucking exhaust if it was the case. But other than that, like getting it on, it's pretty straightforward. It's not too bad. The instructions that came with it, I looked at it like 3 times, just the final sort of buttoning up of stuff, but it's not too bad at all. Getting the old ones off is a lot easier than putting the new one on. But I was going to do like a quick review on it just to point out some of the sort of the hiccups I had, but I would definitely recommend people doing it themselves because I'm sure it'll cost a few $100 to get it done. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just a waste of money.
That thing sounds good, though.
Was it a straight bolt-on? Like, did everything line up right, or did you have to...
Well, no, because where the 4 pipes turn into 2, they're actually not welded. So you kind of got to position those first based on the original exhaust. And then other than that, it's pretty much, it's like custom. It's literally to size. You're bolting it right in. There's only 2 bolts underneath, and there's 8 bolts holding the 4 pipes into the block. It's just the biggest bitch is getting the shit like bolted back onto the block, like squeezing your hands in there. And they have those odd sort of spring clips that hold the pipes together. Just getting those in, it's just a little awkward, but it's a pretty decent system, pretty straightforward. And yeah, the sound is. Actually, one of the hardest parts was getting the baffle out of the fucking muffler. That thing is wedged in there so tight, you literally have to. I had a thick pry bar. You have to put it in the back opening of the muffler and hammer out from the inside. You have to hammer out the fucking the baffle that's in there because it's wedged in there so tight. But yeah, it was honestly. I'm glad I did it. I'm definitely glad I did it. And now my ears are paying the price. I've definitely lost some hearing already since then.
How's the power level now, though?
You know what? I think it's hard to tell because I'm just, I'm hitting the fucking throttle so often.
Yeah.
But I get the impression I've lost some low end. I've
Oh,
lost
really?
some initial takeoff. I think something to do with back pressure. I don't know. I don't know how the mechanics work of it, like the physics of it.
Yeah,
but
that's probably because you need dyno tune now.
Yeah, you might want to jet it and get it tuned.
Yeah, that's what the plan I think is
Can't
in.
get it.
Yeah,
It's got to map it.
I think that's the plan for spring is to definitely at least get it. I'm thinking of Power Commander. I don't know how it works. We'll figure something out, but it definitely needs some tuning since then.
Yeah, because if it's a full system, it's got to work with the whole thing now. So.
I figure, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll ask, since, again, my claim to fame is the crash, I'm going to ask the side chat. I want everyone to get ready. We're going to ask the question now. This is for Wilf. Wilf is going to offer up one sticker.
How many are you giving away?
I'm going to give away all three of mine.
You're giving away all three.
Yeah, I've got the IR logo, I've got the Ironic Rebound, and I've got the just recently completed by Custom Cut Canada, the I Ride Watch for Motorcycle sticker, which is like my foray into the car market, stick it on every car I can see. I'm actually thinking of making a video. Every car that fucks me over is going to get that spam stuck to his bumper.
Nice.
Because honestly, or maybe right on the fucking windshield, because we got to do something to fight back. So yeah, I'm giving away all three stickers.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give away one of each of mine. So one of my mini-me's and one of my hashtag Rubberside Down. Maybe we should do two questions and two people can win. One person can win one, and one.
It took me like 10 minutes to find one.
Well, I have a question for mine, so
Okay,
I'll do it
great.
separate.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
I'm good with that. Yeah. So my question is going to be, my crash, my CBR 500 crash. The date of the crash, the month, the day, the year. So yeah, that's my question. You can put that in the side chat. First one to get it. I'll need your mailing info, and we'll get the stickers out to you. So now we got the waiting game. I think it's the 30-second delay.
I'll ask my question after yours gets answered. That's a hard one.
I mean, it's a pretty big day for me. I'll never forget it. So I figure I got like 3,000 subs within 4 days.
I think you and I first talked or met. I think it was the day after you crashed.
I think it was too. You're right. Yes, it was.
So it's like our anniversary.
Armageddon's getting close. Armageddon's getting close. And Armageddon doesn't need my fucking stickers anyway. That guy's got my stickers.
He's just
no, it's
guessing.
lower. It's lower. Yeah, Armageddon's got it. October 10. Oh, but he has the wrong year, actually. He has the wrong year. So we've got October 10, but we've got the wrong year. Because 205 was a long time ago. Now he's got the wrong fucking date and the right year. No, Reno Redline's got it wrong. He's got October 13. No, it wasn't the 13th. Cafe Riders got the fucking win. I'm going to give it to Psycho Moto. Psycho Moto, October 10th. Oh, no, wrong year, brother. Fuck, wrong year. I got to give it to Cafe at this point. So, unfortunately...
someone else.
Now we're going like back in time. I wasn't riding in 2014 or 2013.
You're a new rider.
I'm a new rider. That's right. 13-13-13-13. Yeah, that was the date. Yeah, it did happen during one of Reno's monthly hangouts, so it was bad luck for me, that fucking hangout you guys do, Goat.
All right, so who won that one?
So it's either Cafe or Harmageddon. Harmageddon probably spammed the side chat and couldn't get a message back in.
Yeah,
now he finally did. So October 10, 2015, I'm going to split it between Harmageddon and Cafe. And Cryo Troll 7000 BC. No, that was definitely, I'm not that old.
All right, here's my question for two of my stickers. It's going to be similar to your first question, but what year, make, model, and color is my motorcycle?
Your current motorcycle?
My current motorcycle. What year, make, model, and color is my bike?
All right, I'm not going to answer that. I know it, so I won't answer the side chat. You got that, Cafe?
Huh?
Oh, Harmageddon wants Will's sticker instead. He doesn't want mine.
Well, you better answer my question then.
2011 Ducati 848 Evo White.
I really don't want to give it to Harmageddon because it's just.
Battleborn's got it as well.
I already sent Battleborn stickers.
Well, there you go. Battleborn, you already got the stickers. Don't be greedy now. Shit. So I guess it goes to Harmageddon.
All right, Harmageddon got it first, so I'll send him my stickers there. So I'll send him a mini-me and a hashtag Rubberside Down. Anybody else want stickers? WillPHMoto.com. I got to head out because my girlfriend's trying to sleep and I'm keeping her up. Thanks for having me, guys, and talk to you later.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
See you, Will.
See you, Will.
Bye.
Later.
I'm at our 5-minute warning as well. I'm glad we got to the 2 giveaways before we all tied it off anyway. It was great. I want to thank everybody for attending. I'll give everybody a chance to shout out, do whatever you'd like, do a little dance, whatever it is you want to do before we sign out. We'll start with Cafe since he's already chuckling over on the side there.
I got nothing to say. I was still laughing at my hater. He blocked me.
Yeah, we mentioned your hater earlier, actually. It came up.
Did you?
Yeah, your psychotic, like, massive hate. I don't know, man. That guy really does not like you.
I don't get it. Oh, well, whatever.
All right, driving moccasins. How about you?
I just want to say thanks for having me, man. I've been following you for a while. You and another local guy from Dallas were kind of what got me into moto vlogging, and I told you your review is what convinced me to get that bike. So yeah, thanks for having me. I'm gonna do a shameless plug. I'm having a hangout tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time, so 10 p.m. your time. If anyone wants to come check it out, that'd be awesome.
Right on. Thank you. Goat, you're up next.
Son of a bitch. As always, Ironic, thank you very much for having me. Sorry I didn't say very much tonight. Kind of just sitting back listening to you guys chit-chat, which is totally cool with me. I want to thank everybody in the side chat for tuning in and supporting Ironic's channel and supporting the giveaway. We really appreciate that, guys. That's what keeps things like that going. So thank you guys very, very much for doing that. Make sure you guys tune in next week for another Ironic Rebound hangout. And, yeah, thanks again for having me.
All right, thank you. What about you, Honda Revs?
I just want to say thanks for having me, man. I know I joined kind of late, but thanks for the invite. I'll definitely be in next week if you're up for it. But I appreciate it, brother.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. I want to thank everyone else who joined the chat earlier and had to step away. I'm going to link all you guys in the description as well. Thanks, as always, to the side chat, and we'll keep in touch. And thanks a lot. Take it easy, guys. And we are live, boys and girls. Welcome. Welcome to another Ironic HumpDay Hangouts.
Hey.
Hello.
So we got with us so far today, we've got Wilf Moto, fellow Canadian, East Coast vlogger. And we've got as well tonight Driving Moccasins with us from Oklahoma.
What's going on?
How goes it?
This is it. Hanging out.
So yeah, we were actually just talking about something. We were talking about actually dual vlogs. I want to talk more about that. I haven't done a dual vlog yet. I'm actually just getting a Senna soon, hopefully. So I'm hoping to set one up.
Yeah, the dual vlogs are a lot of fun. And even if you don't dual vlog, I recommend getting a Senna or some sort of communication device, because one of my buddies, he's not a Mo vlogger, but he has a Senna. Well, we both have Sennas, and just chit-chatting while you're riding, it's a whole nother level. It adds to your ride, in my opinion.
Well, we have quite a few. Like, we do a lot of larger, sort of large-ish group rides. Like anything above 3 or so, I consider a lot.
Sure.
And the few guys that have Sennas are always seem like they're having a great time. Usually, probably at our expense. And I'm always like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it's worth having. And what's nice about the new Sennas, so I have a Senna 20S, which I think is their top model, but the reason I bought it was because of all the features. You can have it connect Bluetooth to your GoPro and all that. Obviously, you have to buy extra pieces to do that, but then you could get the voice from your Senna device and all the voices coming through it onto your GoPro video, which is nice. Because normally you would just have a mic inside your helmet, so you're only recording your voice, not everyone else's. But with the Senna 20S, you can record everybody's. Now, that being said, it's only worked once for me. The other time I did it, for whatever reason, it didn't work. I still haven't had a chance to troubleshoot it because I need somebody with another Senna, and my other buddy's away for work, so I haven't been able to test it. But I've only had it work once.
But you know what I wonder? I had like a shittier helmet previously, and it had the same like speakers in the helmet. And when I listened to music, my mic would pick it up in vlogs all the time. So that's not the case with Senna?
Your mic, I mean, it's going to be based off of your the mic setup, right?
So if I place the mic in the cheek pad near that, like halfway towards that,
it'll probably
ear
pick it up.
speaker. Yeah, but it won't be obviously as great as having that direct feed.
It'll be muffled.
I'm not a GoPro guy. I just got the new Sony AS200V.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I honestly, the footage, it's same 1080-60, but it's better 1080-60. And the night vision already I'm noticing the night quality is improved. But yeah, I was hoping that I can still, pull up just audio off that speaker if I crank up the volume enough to actually pick up sort of ambient speaker in headphone speaker volume to get that quality.
Yeah, it's gonna be something you're gonna have to test. I forgot that you're not a GoPro guy. Sorry about that. But yeah, so you'll have to test that out by putting the your microphone for your Sony really close to your earpiece and see if it'll pick up you and what's coming out of your speaker.
Well, that's like the two big sort of pluses for GoPro that I can't deny is one is the charging on the go, which Sony doesn't have that option, so you can be charging as you're recording.
Mm-hmm.
Although if you're doing that, you can't hook up the microphone apparently, right?
Well, normally yes, but EN187 has a device that he I don't think he made it. But
shameless plug. I want some royalties.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's like $40 or whatever, but it allows us to plug our GoPros into a USB power source. So, like those things that you can get to portable battery to charge your iPhone or your phones with. So you run a cable. His cable will run from your GoPro to the power source, and then it frees up the mic port, which is also your normal charging port. So it's pretty neat. It's on EN187's website for any other motovloggers. I did a quick little review if you wanted to watch on my real life, the single real life vlog that I did. It's a quick little overview of it if you wanted to check it out. But you don't have a GoPro, so
you've got moderators, so you can plop that in the side chat if you'd like. I'm sure there's.
I try not to spam your chats anymore. I think I did enough back in the day. So,
yeah, you got a lot of that in actually. I'm still pretty easy-going with the mod, not a problem.
But I'm trying to hold back. But in terms of this discussion, I'll link this little video and EN187's website just so everyone knows what we're talking about.
So we have Gladius John join us.
Yep. Is this thing coming in any good at all?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not 100%, but it's not bad.
Gotcha. This is